So I've somewhat recovered. Make sure that you're cleared for high intensity exercise before attempting an activity like this Navy pulmonary physical fitness test. My max heart rate was 145, which is about 95% of my predicted maximal heart rate. I feel pretty good. I think I much prefer that bicycle test to running, although I used to really enjoy running. I hope I can get back to it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. 12 seconds left. And so 146 calories. So I'll have to go to the calculator and see what my TFT score is. I'm sure I can improve. So I've selected my stationary bicycle, put in my weight, and start my 12-minute exercise session. So I will turn back the video on when I'm done, see how I've done. The last strengthening I wanted to demonstrate is some rotational exercises using this rod, which is attached to a strong band. A lot of things you can do with this. You can always substitute just a band with handles. Use both hands on the handle. So we step back, facing forward, and just twist to the side. And switch to the other side. And you can put the handle up, do a lunge, tension. This is like rowing. Switch sides. You can stay in that lunge and do a high pull. This one is similar to chop, except most of the work is done on the backwards part. Okay. So the final part of the U.S. Navy physical fitness test is the run, 1.5 miles. But the Navy allows you to substitute a rowing machine or an exercise bicycle or a swim for this workout. I'm going to demonstrate the bicycle. They have a website you can go to, a Navy PRT calculator, which will let you put in your data, help you select which stationary bicycle to use. And the test is done, it's 12 minutes, and basically looking at the amount of calories expended during that time. It was about 1:50 on that, a little shorter than I was hoping. Okay, so elbows down and up. You want to keep your head in line with your spine, so don't tip your head down. There's no regulations against not rocking side to side, forward and back, which I find for a plank is an extremely boring exercise. Although towards the time you run out of energy, it can get pretty hard. keep your pelvis neutral, your core engaged, and your back muscles engaged as well. You can think about your breathing. In the test, the monitor calls out about every 15 seconds, which is kind of psychologically beneficial. From this position, I can't see what time it is. So just hold it until I start shaking. Okay, so for this first time, I think that's good. Oops. For the Navy PRT plank, it's actually not timed, it's just as long as you can hold it. 2 minutes is a good goal. So your elbows are bent, your forearms are on the floor or the ground. Hands can be close together, but without your fingers interlacing. The only thing touching the floor are your forearms and your toes. The test is over when you touch your knees, stand up, or just say it's over. So a goal on this one, for me, is going to try and hit 2 minutes. I think a plank is a combination of a core exercise, and if you hold it long enough, it gets to be cardiovascular as well. So, let me get my timer going. For the next strengthening interval, I want to take a weight. I'm going to use a medicine ball, you can use dumbbells, whatever, and do a combination move of a deadlift, curl, overhead press. So bring the ball down, it's somewhat in front of us, stand up, we curl it up to our chest, we press overhead. Curl, overhead. Modification is to just use muscle tension and not the weight. Progression, heavier weight. Let's do one more. And get ready for the next action interval. We'll do a 2-minute timed plank. Okay. So we got the timer going. It's still at 1:45. I'm not worried. I'm not going to get 2 minutes of push-ups in. Okay, that's 4. Rest for a second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do one more. Okay. I was in the Navy for 11 years. I always got outstanding on my fitness tests. Used to be able to do a lot of push-ups. We'll see over the next few months if I can increase that, and maybe not. 10 is okay. That's the cost of age, sarcopenia, and some deconditioning. The first component of the Navy PFT is push-ups. So before engaging in that, let's do some arm circles. Warm up at chest. And palms down and palms down reverse. Palms up, forward. Palms up, reverse. So the test is timed for 2 minutes. Do as many push-ups as you can. The definition of push-ups for the Navy test is your elbows have to be bent at 90 degrees or more. So you don't have to lower your chest to the floor, just 90 degrees, hands about shoulder width apart. Nothing touching but your toes and your hands. Hands should be flat, palms on the floor, unless, like me, you have wrist problems. Either do them on your knuckles or grab a dumbbell. Do that. You can rest in the up position, meaning we call that the lean and rest. The only things touching the ground are your hands and your toes. Test is over when you touch anything like your knees down, stop, take a break, whatever. So the goal for we seniors in silver sneakers over 65 is minimum of 4 push-ups. Outstanding would be about 45. We'll see if we can get 10. So we got 2 minutes. Let me do the clock going. Well, that didn't work. Hang on a second. We'll start off with some shoulder kicks. You can put your hands in the shape of a diamond like this under your tailbone. Give you a little support. Go slow or fast, whatever you prefer. The progression is to remove your hands, even farther, grab the weight in your hands, and hold them over your head. I like to use these medicine balls that has handles. Through the progression is to bring your shoulders up off the support in a V-type configuration. And it's here in and out. You can do Russian twist. You can do this with or without the weight. So when you use it, go side to side. Slower is more beneficial. I like to use this box to sit on when I do these core exercises, which allows me to get my feet up more easily than if I'm on the floor. It's each person's own personal preference. Then we can do some bicycle approaches. Again, similar to the electric this. So I'm warmed up. So take a break, get some water, make sure you have a towel to dry up on the sweat, and we'll be back in. Welcome to this edition of Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle. Going to change things up a little bit. If you've been seeing my other videos, you know I'm training for the Army Combat Fitness Test. Well, today I was going to incorporate the U.S. Navy Physical Fitness Test activities as our action intervals. To start off, I'm going to do some core work, some abdominals. Make sure you're warmed up. This can be a fairly intense exercise session, so make sure that you have medical clearance to engage at this level of physical activity.